Hello, my sunshine, and welcome to a new episode of the Hot Girl Morning Podcast. I am so excited and so grateful to have you here. And in today's episode, you're going to get a freaking amazing motivational pep talk to help you make 2026 the year of your dreams, to help you finally start following your dreams, to finally let go of the fear and the doubt in your mind and to go for it. Because you finally realize that we are sometimes worrying about the wrong things, and like life is precious. And I hope that by the end of this, you really can feel this different energy. And obviously you don't have to have like January 1st as a reason to like finally start pursuing your dreams. I feel like sometimes it is helpful to have like these dates where you can hold on, but obviously you can decide to change your life at any time. And maybe even just listening to this right now can give you some inspiration and motivation. And honestly, when I was thinking about this episode today, I was thinking about my younger self and that I want to record this for my younger self, for the version of myself who was so scared to pursue her dreams, who always thought, okay, first I have to do all the mindset work. I have to figure out how to heal my limiting beliefs before I can get started. And maybe this will help you today as well. So today's episode is dedicated to my younger self. If you don't know, my name is Greta. I'm an accountability and empowerment coach. And on this podcast, we talk about all things personal growth, mindfulness, self-love, manifesting your dreams, and becoming the best version of yourself. So if any of these topics sound interesting to you, make sure to follow this podcast, rate it 5 stars if you really enjoyed, or maybe send it to a friend who might need to hear this today. And also just giving you a quick information, today there's construction happening like outside my apartment, and I am praying that you will not be able to hear any of that. But if you can hear some like background noise, that's probably it. But I really wanted to record this episode today because I was actually just in the energy to do so. And if you're new to this podcast, we sometimes have this tradition going on where I have this beautiful book in my hand, which is called Living with Joy, Keys to Personal Power and Spiritual Transformation by Sanea Roman. And I like to open up a random page because this book is filled with like affirmations and quotes, and I want to give you a sign from the universe. And what do we have on here? Okay, this is from the chapter Clarity, Living in More Light. And there is, I think that is perfect, like clarity around the new year. What we have here is basically an exercise, a couple of like things that you can ask yourself, or journal prompts like you can ask yourself. So let me read them out loud for you. Reflect on something about which you feel ambivalent or confused and would like new understanding and clarity. Sit quietly and relax your body. Think of the issue for a moment. Then let go of it. Get very silent and go within, allowing the peace of your innermost self to permeate your being. Ask for clarity and guidance from your higher self and the higher forces of the universe. From this peaceful, relaxed state, allow new thoughts about this issue to come into your mind, inspired new thoughts brought to you by your higher self. Ask yourself, what insights am I receiving about how to act or think? What beliefs do I have about the outcome? Do I need to change these beliefs to a higher view? What choices do I have? Think of at least 3. What do I now intend to do? I love this because sometimes we have like these topics in our minds that we're really unsure about. And what I have noticed is something that is taking so much of our energy is when we're not clear on decisions. And if we always like question ourselves, and if I'm being honest with you, like I'm a person who tends to question a lot of like what I'm doing at all times. And especially if you have maybe your own business as well, you know, that thing of having like decision fatigue because you spend like the whole day just making decisions and you're always choosing, okay, is this the most effective, productive, aligned thing that I can do right now? And that can be so exhausting. So I hope that this spoke to you in any way. But now let's get started with the motivational pep talk. And as always, I want you to get started with taking a deep breath. I want you to take the deepest breath that you have been taking all day. And I want you to know that you're safe, you're loved, and you're protected. You're safe, you're loved, and you're protected. And life is good. Today is good. Today is going to be a really great day. And we're going to take these next couple of minutes to really reconnect with ourselves, to reconnect with our vision, and to really realize how capable that we are. Because it is so easy to be your own worst enemy. It is so easy to tear yourself down, to make yourself small. But we are here to stop you from doing that. No. We don't need that anymore. So again, take a deep breath. Know that you're safe, you're loved, you're capable. And I want you to really feel this energy right now of understanding that you're so much more capable than you can even think. You're so much more capable than you can even think. And you are meant for big things. You are meant for big things. And you have been spending a whole lot of time recently telling yourself the opposite. You have been doubting yourself. You have been feeling insecure about what you even wanted. And it is okay. It is okay not having all the answers figured out, but it is not okay to create so much space for all the negative beliefs coming through and for all the doubting and fearing and no. It is okay for the fear to exist, but what are we going to do with it? So take another deep breath. Know that you're safe, you're loved, and you're protected, and you are meant for big things. You are literally made for big things. What we want to be doing right here, right now, is basically figuring out what you want for your next year. What do you want for your next year? And I think in general, I like to talk a lot about finding clarity in life. And some people believe finding clarity or having clarity means knowing exactly to a T everything that you want in your life, how it's going to play out and how it's going to look like. And I think sometimes craving that clarity can bring you into a state where you're just always thinking about the future and always trying to figure out everything about the future, but you lack being in the present. And I think there is so much power to learn to become more present and to be more in the here and the now, because this is the space where you're able to reconnect with yourself. And this is the space where you can really listen to your higher self and let go of the fears and the doubts. Because if you're just living in the future, you're probably going to be a type of person who is maybe also anxious and really worried and thinking about everything so many times. So I want to invite you to become more present. And I want to invite you right now to think about what is it that you're craving for the next year. Thinking about 2026. What is it that you really, really want? And if you have listened to me before, you will know this already. For me, the focus is not about materialistic outcomes, or obviously, on some capacity, it is important to also be aware of what are these goals? I want to make this amount of money and I want this and that. Yeah, good. But I think the most important thing that we need to focus on, what is the energy that you are craving? And what is the feeling that you want to be creating? Because what we do is we combine a goal with a feeling. So we think, once I make this amount of money, or once I achieve X, Y, Z, I'm going to feel this way. But so often you're working towards your goal, and once you get there, you don't feel that way. And you're just guess good for me, I got there. What's next? And I don't want you to spend life always being in that state of, what's next? I thought I would be feeling differently. Then I guess I'm not really there yet. So let's figure out the next goal. I want you to deeply, deeply feel the gratitude towards yourself. I want you to feel proud of yourself. I want you to feel confident with yourself. I want you to feel beautiful. And it's so important to not just look at the goals that you have in your life, but also what's the feeling that you're craving. What is it that you're really, really wanting? And sometimes a really great way to understand more deeply is whatever answer that you're coming up with, ask yourself why. And then go deeper and deeper and deeper. So I'm asking you right now, what is the energy that you're craving? What is the feeling that you're craving? How do you want your 2026 to look like? How do you want your 2026 to feel like? And it's also really important for me to say, living according to your higher self and like being connected with yourself, following your dreams. It is not about living a perfect life without challenges. I think honestly, challenges and the messiness of life like make life beautiful. Imagine everything would always just be perfect, then you wouldn't even notice it and you would just be like, okay, well, that is just the reality. No, like life is supposed to be messy, but it's also about, okay, what are you doing about it? How are you going to act? And again, you are so much more capable than you can even imagine. So tell us right now in the comments, like, what is the energy? What is it that you're craving for 2026? What do you really, really, really want on like a feeling basis? And I want you right here, right now to really feel inwards, feel within your heart, maybe take another deep breath and know that you're so capable. You're literally so capable to create this feeling and to invite this energy into your life. You're so freaking capable. And I tell you this all the time. Your chance of being born is 1 in 400 trillion. 1 in 400 trillion. Like the chance, the literal chance that you are just existing right now. That you are breathing. That your heart is working. That your lungs are working, that like everything that you're able to hear, that you're able to see, that you're able to smell, like that is insane. Like all the little things that had to work out for you to be a human right now, who is listening to me, who understands me, who is living around this time right now in the world. That is insane. It is insane. And I want you right here, right now to feel the deep gratitude towards you being alive, you being on this part of the earth where you have access to technology, where you have so many possibilities in the world. It is literally like, it is insane, our chance of being here, but you're here. So it is time to stop complaining about the train being late, about the traffic around, about all the things that are just happening. Like the world is going to be the world and that's just it. But you are on here and you are alive. And I think once we learn to appreciate life more as this beautiful, precious gift, this is also where we stop, quote unquote, wasting it. Where we stop thinking about like the wrong, like if you think about how much the world is making like the beauty around like being beautiful. Like you are freaking beautiful. Stop thinking about your nose or your stomach. Like you are freaking beautiful. The chance of you being bored is absolute insane. And the fact that we're then thinking about like all these little things that are wrong with, like there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. And how beautiful is that people have different skills. People look at it, like how beautiful is that? You're exactly the way you are. Okay. And that is perfect. And that is freaking perfect. You're part of this earth and you have so much kindness within your heart and you have so many great things. And it is time to stop that whole like fear and anxiety, like all that taking over. Girl, stop it. Like literally, no thank you. No thank you energy to that. No thank you to that. You're so capable. You have so many possibilities. And 2026 is about stepping into these possibilities. Okay? It is about literally stepping into those possibilities. And when I'm saying this right now, I'm also calling myself out. It is time to stop scrolling on your phone. I'm very grateful that for some reason you found me. Thank you. And I hope that you're sticking to me. But girl, I think we're sometimes wasting so much of our life energy watching other people live their lives and comparing ourselves. And I think actually comparing ourselves is such a big issue because we see people online and we think, oh my God, look at their lives, how successful. Like, girl, what? Who cares? Who freaking cares? If you are happy with your life, pursuing what you want to be doing, that's all you need. That's all you need. And we don't have to be all millionaires doing like crazy. No, like if you understand the most important things in your life, if you understand your values, if you live by your values, if you spread love, like that is all we need. I think the world is a beautiful, beautiful place. And I know some things that are happening on here are really cruel and really, really bad. But I believe in love, and I believe in the kindness, and I believe in you. I believe in you. And all I want from the bottom of my heart is for you to realize that as well. It is for you to finally learn to believe in yourself. To believe that you're made for bigger things and that you're capable of bigger things. Please, for the love of God, please. Oh no, I'm getting emotional right now. Please stop tearing yourself down. Please stop worrying. Please stop. Like, obviously, there's going to be fear. That's just going to be part of it. But let's focus less on like the outside noise and refocus on ourselves. And I know that sometimes that sounds selfish to people of like, well, I think I'm supposed to always look. Yes, but start from a place of like being really connected to your inwards, like to your soul, basically. Stay really connected to your soul. And I think when you're really connected to your own soul, you will understand that, okay, it is time to let go of my fears. It is time to let go of my doubts. And I know life is not perfect, and you're not perfect, and you're going to make mistakes, and that's completely fine. But you're so capable. So if you have some dream like in the back of your mind that is just like there, and it's just like you're always thinking about what would life look like if I would do that, then pursue this. Try it out. And sometimes when people hear that, they think, okay, I have to go all in. I have to, I don't know, quit my job, or I have to just start traveling. Like, there are ways to start small. There are ways, and I think that is actually one of the most underrated things, if like taking small steps every day or every other day. I'm just like getting towards this direction. You know, with what we talked about before, about like creating a feeling, creating an energy, you're capable of creating that. And I want your 2026 to become much more about stepping into your higher self. Creating maybe also habits and routines around really reconnecting with yourself. Because this is something that I realize myself so often. Whenever I take time to reconnect, I can see things so much more clearer. And I understand certain things so much better. Again, you are so capable. You're meant for big things. And 2026 is about you following your dreams. Following your dreams can look anything like, maybe there is a career path that you want to pursue. Good for you. But maybe you're already like content with your career, and it is about you falling in love with yourself, falling in love with life again. I've heard this so much recently of people getting the feeling that they really haven't been living. And I want 2026 for you to feel alive. That you really feel alive next year. And it is about becoming aware, okay, what are the things that are taking away your energy? What are the things that you're doing that are not good for you? Then really like write it down, like get clear in it, put it aside, and focus on what brings you joy, what brings you energy. And there's a cost to you not following your dreams. There's a cost to you not doing what you're meant to be doing. Yes, it is you that's gonna like really struggle with that and not feel good about it. But it's also, you're so connected to all the other people. And I would love from the bottom of my heart if you were to choose to believe in yourself, to allow yourself to let go of the mask and to really, really show up unapologetically as yourself. I think this is one of the greatest talents someone can have, or skills, or this is something that you can just literally learn, to really show up as yourself And showing up as yourself creates something really special where you're all of a sudden like really attracting so many like beautiful souls into your life. And don't get me wrong, like I'm learning. I'm also like, I am a living human being. I'm still learning also all these things. And there are moments where I'm not able to like do these things, but please, 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 please focus on yourself, create space to reconnect inwards, to reconnect with your higher self, and then choose yourself, choose your dreams, choose to make the world a better place because we need it. Okay. We need it. We freaking need it. Thank you for being on this earth. And thank you for being here. I want you to take another deep breath. And again, you are safe, you're loved, and you're protected. You are safe, you're loved, you're protected, and you're so much more capable than you think. If you need literally any help at all with following your dreams, I would love to support you. And maybe you want to give yourself a little Christmas gift yourself. I do 2 different things. I do accountability coaching, which is like there's a new offer coming right now where the first 3 people will get 50% off, which is insane. And if you're looking for like a weekly reset 30-minute session, let's stay accountable. I need just some help to figure out what are my goals and how to just get them done. If you need that, I have it. If you're like, okay, I really want to make some changes in my 2026 and I want to I want to work on myself. I want to work on my mindset. I want to work on like getting things done. Then I have a different offer for you, which is really like, it is a absolutely amazing 3-month coaching program. And I would love to support you. I am so incredibly proud looking at the clients that I had this year and like, oh my God, I am so proud of them for what they have created in 2025. And I hope that your 2026 is going to look just like that. So yeah, if you're interested in that, you can either just DM me on Instagram at greta.webhofer, greta.webhofer, or otherwise you can just book your free 30-minute call down below and we can have a conversation about it. But as I said, I would love to support you on your journey, and I love to have these types of conversations and just like talk about your dreams and about your life, and maybe I could help you. But thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.